We, myself and Makhosi Akaya, are what we call in our spiritual tradition Sangomos. And Sangoma means people of the drum. And they are the ones in the Southern Bantu culture who hold the title of shaman or healer or indigenous psychologist, therapist, spiritual doctor, all of these different terms for seer from a cultural perspective. And we both went through this spiritual process of initiation that's much like the monk path in our cultural traditions, and have been working for about over 6 years in our practices, which collided recently in the form of this foundation. We heard the call from our ancestors for a while, and just with humanity and everything that's happening in the world, for the need to continue to create sanctuary, physical spaces and spiritual spaces for our cultures, our wisdoms, and the legacies of our ancestors to be continued to be preserved, honored, and shared.
Yes, my name is Makhosi Akaya, and also known as Gogo Akaya Esamum, which means grandmother's house of strength. And a lot of the songs that we traditionally sing are have been passed down from generation to generation to generation from the Southern Bantu people, and then expressed in many different ways throughout the lineages over time.
As founders of this organization with a decade of practice and teaching, we have watched those seeking healing struggle through the generational loss of spiritual elders, cultures, and holistic remedies, through mental emergencies that disrupt people's lives, families, and institutions, and through the minimal access to ancient knowledge or safe spaces of study and retreat to integrate deep healing into their lifestyles. People are continually seeing the value of our songs, our indigenous ways of healing, and the personal as well as societal need for this work. When we do this work, in an indigenous context, in a village or in the mountain, you take hours to go and find the healer. You come and you sit and you wait and you're welcomed with tea and you step into the sacred space. And there's community, there's family, there's many members that are coming together. The healing isn't just a practice, it's a culture. What we do entails meeting these healing traditions with respect by seeing and engaging with culture as the healer. As Clarissa Estes of Women Who Runs with Wolves writes, culture is the family of the family. If the family of the family has various sicknesses, then all families within that culture will have to struggle with the same malices. Cultura cura. Culture cures. If the culture is a healer, the family learns how to heal. They will struggle less, be more reparative, far less wounding, and far more graceful and loving. This is how we approach our work. This is what we understand, and there's a lot of education and teaching that is required. We are bringing people into a communal style of healing, which makes our mission and the need for structure and organization, but authenticity to exist. We truly want to continue our mission, to continue to share the wisdom, to continue to meet the value that people are continuing to see in this work. And there are very real key challenges happening at this time. There is a major capacity issue. There are tens or hundreds of people waiting to receive healing, to come in for sessions, to receive the knowledge, to have it be accessible. And there's a lack of staffing. We need to exist in a communal space, and that requires the facility and all that comes with it, from a marketing perspective to being able to bring in more indigenous healers, to be able to birth the healers that are already here more strongly. And this requires funding, it requires support, and it requires organization. There's not just one program, there's about 6 programs that are not only launching but existing. And so there's many moving pieces, and our programs need more space and support to truly grow. There's resources that are here that are exhausting, but also needing just a little bit of support in order to be sustainable. And so we want to just introduce you to our upcoming winter fundraising campaign that will be launching soon. And so please donate, please get on our email list so that you can access all of the information of the various ways that you can support from where you are, from what you know, from the skills that you have to reach your communities, so that we can receive the medicine, so that we can come together, so that we can grow.
in a way that is mutually beneficial for everybody, for the land, and for the ancestors that have called us to this practice.
You know, they're acting as bridges for Indigenous traditions and bringing Indigenous traditions and spiritual traditions to the forefront again, which is what we need right now. Like, it's just all about, you know, we and ours and not me and mine. You know, it's what they live by, and it's one of the many billions of reasons why I love them so dearly. They are a huge part of my heart. So we're doing a whole EP project right now, which I'm really excited about getting out into the world, and hopefully hosting more song circles to bring people together in song and prayer and reverence for all that is. That brings us so many reasons to just get back in community again, singing and loving. So thank you all for being here and being a part of it.
Mother, Father, Sky, help us to unite. Show us how to fly above the Lion of the stars. Walk us through the night. Protect the worry heart. Cover earth in white. Angel of the shine through the break the curse of march us home to you. Mother, Father, Sky, help us to unite. Show us how to fly above the Lion of the stars. Walk us through the night. Protect the worry heart. Cover earth in white. Angel of the shine through the break the curse of march us home to you. Mother, Father, Sky. Fly, fly, fly.